5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Supreme Court has original appellate and advisory jurisdiction. Its exclusive original jurisdiction extends to any dispute between the Government of India and one or more states, or between the Government of India and any state or states on one side and one or more states on the other, or between two or more states if and insofar as the dispute involves any question, whether of law or of fact, on which the existence or extent of a legal right depends. In addition, Article 32 of the Constitution gives an extensive original jurisdiction to the Supreme Court in regard to enforcement of fundamental rights. It is empowered to issue directions, orders, or writs, including writs in the nature of habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, warranto, and certiorari, to enforce them. The Supreme Court has been conferred with power to direct transfer of any civil or criminal case from one state high court to another state high court, or from a court subordinate to another state high court. The Supreme Court, if satisfied that cases involving the same or substantially the same questions of law are pending before it and one or more high courts, or before two or more high courts, and that such questions are substantial questions of general importance, may withdraw a case or cases pending before the High Court or High Courts and dispose of all such cases itself. Under the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996, international commercial arbitration can also be initiated in the Supreme Court. The appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court can be invoked by a certificate granted by the High Court concerned under Article 132(1), 133(1), or 134 of the Constitution in the respect of any judgment, decree, or final order of a High Court in both civil and criminal cases involving substantial questions of law as to the interpretation of the Constitution. Appeals also lie to the Supreme Court in civil matters if the High Court concerned certifies a. that the case involves a substantial question of law of general importance, and b. that, in the opinion of the High Court, the said question needs to be decided by the Supreme Court. In criminal cases, an appeal lies to the Supreme Court if the High Court a. has an appeal reversed an order of acquittal of an accused person and sentenced him to death or to imprisonment for life or for a period of not less than 10 years, or b. has withdrawn for trial before itself any case from any court subordinate to its authority, and has in such trial convicted the accused and sentenced him to death or to imprisonment for life or for a period of not less than 10 years, or c. certified that the case is a fit one for appeal to the Supreme Court. Parliament is authorized to confer on the Supreme Court any further powers to entertain and hear appeals from any judgment, final order, or sentence in a criminal proceeding of a High Court. इस वीडियो के डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में इस पैसेज का टेक्स्ट दिया हुआ है।